You are in for a real treat. This episode was originally recorded for my other podcast, but for you, it's been upgraded and transformed, and now you have the Ask the Pro show. So everything mentioned in this episode will now be found on chrisdufey.com, plus so much more, as I've designed the Ask the Pro podcast and chrisdufey.com to give you exactly what you need to grow your business success and for you to have the money, the freedom, and the happiness you want, making a bigger and better impact to the world unselfishly. So now it's time to delve straight into this episode, and I want you to lap up and enjoy every single second of it. Welcome to the Turning Pro Academy. I'm your host and your coach, Chris Dufey, and I have a big thanks for you being here with me right now. I know there are more podcast choices than you can poke a stick at, so it makes me smile that you're here for this episode, and this is a special one. This is a solo session where I'm unveiling what I do myself and teach my clients and members with the ultimate social media selling system, and this is crafted especially for personal trainers and the health and fitness world. This is the system because you need it to be able to set this up so you know that you're not wasting precious many hours in the day and even wasting your money as well. This episode is about how you can build your business from social media and not actually do any selling. So hang on while I take you through that. What you're going to take away from today's episode, I know will have you more confident, in charge, and taking the right action. So strap yourself in, as this is going to give you the success you want. And if you're loving this, then you're really going to want to put a big smile on my dial, and I'll throw you a virtual fist bump at the same time, and possibly even shout you out to the hundreds of thousands, as the best compliment you can give me is leaving an iTunes review. Right now, you can click on over and give me the feedback I want to eat up. If you're loving it, I want you to give me a 5-star review if you think it's what's deserved, but give me your honest feedback and pay the love forward. Introduce one person today to the Turning Pro Academy podcast, because you're having the love right now. Share it on over. And I know that if you're loving soaking up the podcasts, you just want some more. But if you're also wanting to burn fat, build and transform your body, then tune into and subscribe to the Fit Body Pro podcast over at fitbodypro.com. This is where I give the specially advanced, proven strategies, plans and advice along with the world's best that I get to take on board. All killer, no filler, making sure you avoid the frustration, confusion when it comes to your health, fitness and your physique. Though to really get the most out of what I know you're here with me right now for, you need to get over to turningproacademy.com. Right now waiting for you is a treasure trove of free guides, online workshops and insights that I'm giving straight out of the 6-figure PT program. So don't be a peanut and miss out, as this is so you can get things like how to double your clients, how to start your online fitness business, how to build your reputation, your following, how to build your career and your business success. So I'm giving away the exact steps so you don't miss out on it. Plus all the show notes and links from this episode and every other episode are there waiting for you right now. But, and a big but, does this sound familiar to you? I need a way to generate measurable sales and return on my investments from social media. Right? Now, this is a really technical mumbo jumbo question that you're probably not asking, but when I actually boil it down, this really is what you are asking. You no longer have an option. It is a 100% must do for you. You have to go and set up social media and be in the social media world. Setting up a Facebook page, maybe even a Twitter. Maybe you've thought of some hashtags you want to use, or a YouTube channel, or Instagram. What about Pinterest or even LinkedIn? And the questions go on and on. Where do you actually start? And once you start, how do you actually build your business with it? How does it actually end up with profits? And how do you know of what you're putting in and is equaling what you're getting out? That return on investment, just like that question I said before. The important part for you to know is where your return on your investment in, both in the terms of time and money. And if you're flooding hours and hours in, do you know if it's worth it? Is it the best use of your time? Or are you just following the masses and doing what you think you should be doing? You really need to make some tidbits from what's going on here. You need to be taking notes. You need to take action from this episode, because you are building, and you need to be building, a true following, a following that then lead into more clients and more sales. So ask yourself, can you directly tie revenue to your time invested in social media from right now? And if you haven't, then we need to make a big difference, because especially let's say with Facebook, as I've covered before, that there is so much of it is a pay to play concept. But let's not even go into that paid advertising just yet. Let me break things down a little more for you to build upon. What if you were starting to post on Facebook twice as much as you are right now? Would you see twice as many clients, twice as many sales, or twice as much money in the back pocket, in the bank account? Now, if you're like most, then the answer is just really simple. It's a no. The reality is you're probably losing money because you're wasting time scheduling posts, the pictures, all that stuff that just doesn't actually lead to sales. You're missing the boat. The truth is you need to make more sales by selling less. And I know this is going to sound strange, but I'm going to show you the way through this and how I personally work with social media, and how I show my six-figure PT members and my Pro Circle members and how they're doing it. And this is on a global scale, working all over the place. And this is proven with myself and their businesses, but I've had the insights from a lot of other people in a lot of other industries, but using this same method. And it's there with some simple steps that you can really make this happen. And that's what I'm going to take you through in today's episode. But before we delve into it, there are a couple of truths I want to unveil so you really know what you should be aiming for and not getting distracted like I see so many do. And one of those big things is just recruiting likes, wanting a big pat on the back, having the ego play for yourself, and thinking more likes is better. And I know, look, there are some big names in the fitness world that have some ton of likes and followers, but it does not directly reflect monetization or making money with it. There are some critical steps that you need to take place to make this all work. Importantly, it's about getting people from social media and bringing them to your platform. That's why having a website, and not just a fancy looking one, but a website that actually does its job, and that is converts people to build your list and to build your customers and clients. Now, I see an email list much more powerful than just, say, Facebook likes. Not that I'm dissing Facebook likes or followers or on Instagram or on any of that. I just want to bring to light the importance of what is actually going to build your business. And let's face the truth, you're here with me right now because you want to build your business. You want to build your business for a reason. And if you're like me, it's to earn money, but importantly, what that money does for you. And that is freedom and the lifestyle that you want. Now, the other big distinction is for the real reason what social media is for, and how the difference is, let's say, from Facebook to Google. Google is where someone goes to get an answer. You plug in a question or what you're looking for, you hit search, and there you're finding a solution to your problem. Facebook, on the other hand, is completely different. This is where procrastination and time killing lives. You're there to chat with others. You're there to see what's going on. You're there to see and be social. So you have to understand the psychology of the two different platforms are completely different. And this is why you can't treat social media just by putting posts out there like, come sign up for my personal training program or 50% off my online training course. No one cares, and it's actually just going to make you look bad. So these steps I'm going to take you through are going to give you the platform to make this work for you. So I need like a drum roll sound. Someone give it to me. So step number uno. The first step is you have to know where your potential clients are and what platforms they are using. This is so important because let's say you're the marketing to, your market is middle-aged women. Now, there's a very high likelihood that Pinterest is one that they are using, as the demographic for Pinterest is heavily there. Now, even more important is not just to focus on or ignore a platform because you're not using it. You are not your target client. And this is where it's so important to do the research and know your market inside and out. So I think you need to be able to finish the sentences of your potential client because you know them so well. You know it inside and out. This is so you know how to talk with the right marketing message. You know how to talk their language. You know where to find them, and you can deliver the solution in the exact right way that they need to get the best results. Now, you can have the best products, you can have the best marketing message, but if you are not putting it in front of the right people, it is going to crash and burn. So the second step is where this gets really interesting, where so many people go wrong, and that is to deliver value first content. Like I've talked about before in the other episodes and the videos, you need to be delivering epic, world's best quality content. You need to showcase and give solutions to your market. You need to be sharing out content that is interesting to your target clients. This is why the research and knowing them in depth is so important. Do you know the main questions they are asking, the main problems that they are having? And if you do, can you easily craft together the material that they will just be lapping up day in, day out? So this is about having that know, like, and trust. You need people to know you, then they need to like you, and then you need to build trust up with them. This is why this is built around building relationships with them, and also why you need to take people from your social media account to emails, because then you can keep building that process going, and then using both platforms intertwined with each other so you can have the process working with thousands of people at a time. And also, like I talked about in the Facebook ads episode, that you need to listen to, and I'll definitely after this, that you really know that you can now also build lists in Facebook with the audiences and Facebook itself. So there's 3 realms of where you can be building a following and connecting specifically with people too, and getting more advanced is that Facebook audience and that email list of where you really need to be building. So the magic comes from selecting the right type of content to distribute, and more importantly, positioning your offer correctly. So when the reader goes to consume that offer, and that offer that you're giving out is exactly for them, and that is in step 3. This is the link from your content to your offer, so it matches perfectly. That offer could be your online coaching, it could be a product, a diet, it could be a supplement, it could be a membership, it could be you just walking people down the beach for a windy walk in the afternoons. I don't care what it is. It's whatever is you're offering, giving solutions to the problem of your market. If someone is coming to you and devouring your content that you produce, and let's say it's on, I'll give an example from myself. Let's say it's on female hormones relating to stubborn fat that I did. You need to make sure the next steps is going to be exactly what they want, which in my case, I've designed a stubborn fat fix plan, especially for females. If then I had a generic or an offer went to just say a random recipe book, there's a disconnect going there. Or even if you offered something that was for a male, if it was a men's physique plan, there's a disconnect. And everything that you've been doing in the way the marketing and the way that we can use technology now is to link all these up together and to have the conversation the same with you and your potential client and customer. The key is you are not asking everyone to buy. You're only making offers to people that have shown interest by raising their hand, in a figurative sense, obviously. So you need to make sure that we go through. Let's give an example. You post up a short spiel and a great image that is on stubborn fat for females. It links over to a video that explains why hormones are so important and how certain diet strategies work so well. That could be a video in Facebook itself, or it could be a video that's actually on your website. Then that links over to an entire online workshop that I present that goes in depth on how to diet, train, and supplement for stubborn fat. Each piece of the material I've made was absolutely jam-packed of value. I make sure that if you consume just one portion and take action, it's going to get results. But if you want more, there is the next step. Then after that, if you want the whole plan and program designed for this, it's ready for you to start. It's not rocket science. It's simply connecting the dots and giving value to each step. If someone wants more, and during those steps, I'm able to build the relationship to them importantly, I'm able to weed out the wrong people, and I'm making sure that I'm keeping on the right people. So the people I offer the Stubborn Fat Fix program to, I know that they're a great fit. I know that they're interested. And I also know, because they've gone through those steps, that they're very likely to following through, because having adherence to the plan is so important. That's why I'm here to piece together the system and the foundation for you to follow, for you to use this for your business to get those customers and clients. Now, I've already gone through a lot, and really there are still so many major steps that I can't fully delve into here on the podcast. I wanted to keep this short and sweet so you can get into it, sink your teeth in, and make sure to take action on it from today. So I know that this can make sure that you can take it over and use these 3 steps. If you have questions with this, I'd love to hear from you, as this has been something I've been really teaching and showing a lot of people about. Really, I'm just nerding out. I'm geeking out hard on this, and I'm absolutely loving it. So I'd love to hear from you to be able to know what your specific questions are with this, and I can really delve in and make sure that you get the answers. But make sure you go over to turningproacademy.com. On the post for this episode with the show notes as well, there's a link for a workshop that I've just recorded that goes into the ultimate social selling system for personal trainers. Now, the important part from there is so you can drive traffic to the exact right people. You know how to target the exact right people that you want, how to build those raving fans in that social cycle, and how that builds into your clients and customers. So that's what you can get. I'm giving that away at the moment. It's not going to be up forever. So make sure you get on over to turningproacademy.com, sign up for the free online workshop, and I'll be able to walk you through it. This has been awesome to go through. I know this has been a short, punchy episode. It's exactly what I've wanted. It's time for you to take action for yourself, pull the trigger, get into it. I just know you start using this stuff. It's working worldwide with the coaches that I see day in, day out. So get in contact with me. Get on over and get into the online workshop. I'm looking forward to hearing from you soon. Au revoir. So now it's time for you to click on over to chrisdufey.com. That's chrisdufey.com to get all the guides and show notes. And if you are wanting the workshops where I walk you through how to build your online business, click on over to chrisdufey.com/start here. This is where I can give you the exact training guides and the workshops for exactly where you're at and the answers that you need. Now, every Friday I'm coming back to you with a new episode. So be sure to subscribe, and if you haven't already, you're going to be getting the world's best insights, the advice, and the answers to give you the business, the money, the freedom, and the success and happiness that you want. And I want to give you a huge muchas gracias for being here with me. And as always, get in touch with me via the site or via social, as Ask the Pro is about me giving you the answers that you need. So ask away.